Hardman on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
2nd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And to give this time to the tailback. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Shifts by him, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. 17 yards on the fake punt, and that's going to be a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Fields. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Here's Hardman to return. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And now here's a carry heading left. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 116 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Fields now to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Hardman. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, But you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
Yeah, showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Rodgers now on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Fields throw complete there to Smith-Schuster.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Off play action, Fields. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down now, Callaway. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, Callaway. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And out of bounds right around the 20.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. They run the counter now on 1st down.
Credit the tackle to Isaac Yiadom.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Fields. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And he finds a man with a crossing route.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Fields.
Looking deep downfield.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll run on 1st down. Callaway. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. They got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Packers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Finding room at the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
153 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here comes Mooney now in the jet sweep.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
on 2nd and 9. Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back to throw. Fields.
And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Now Fields.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Bears on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On 1st down, Callaway. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action. Now Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is out.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt to come here. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Callaway. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
41 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Callaway. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Deuce. Get 300. Get 300.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Get off the field. Mike 5-4. Box it. Hey, check 26. Mike's 54. Get in the weight room.
Rodgers throwing here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.